Did you know that up to 1 in every 10 people identify as gay? What would you do if your child is that one? This is my discovery of my oldest son Tyler's secret and how it changed my life. 10 years ago, for some strange reason, I woke up at 2 a.m. and picked up the phone to hear 2 male voices, one of which was my son's. He was obviously talking to someone he had just met online. I was horrified, devastated, and angry. My knee-jerk reaction was to storm down those stairs and scream and shake some sense into him. Here I was in the middle of a horrific divorce, having recently fled a small town in Idaho, literally taking my children from their beds at 4 a.m. to escape a volatile situation, while at the same time dealing with a life-threatening brain tumor. How could Tyler do this to me? Through my 18-year abusive marriage, he was my right hand. He was my rock. He was kind and tender to the younger children, bright, an overachiever, excelled in everything he did. He sacrificed a lot that night when we drove away. He left a leadership position at the school, the jazz choir, the starring role in the play, his Latin ballroom partner and coach, of which he held a world ranking. He was a model child. He was what every mother would hope for in a son. I knew he was different. He had an amazing spirit, and I was sure God sent him to me as my special angel to help me get through that marriage. In fact, I really believed he would grow up and be the prophet of my church someday. What do? As an extremely devout, 5th generation, very proud Mormon, I don't ever recall being taught how to deal with this situation. So in my moment of terror, I fell to my knees. God, please help me find the words. Don't let me screw this up. Don't let me say the wrong thing. You'd better intervene here because I just want to tear into him. I was reeling. As I made my way down the stairs, my body was shaking. I opened the family room door and he turned with a face full of fear and abruptly hung up the phone. I motioned for him to come to the couch. As we sat down, a peaceful feeling took over and I felt loving arms embrace us both. And I heard someone else's words saying, "I love you. It's okay. I love you." We sat there in that moment with what every fiber of my being knew was God. Enfolded in his arms, we cried. Engulfed in the purest love I've ever experienced. That moment lasted for hours, with the only words spoken, "I love you. It's okay. I love you." I wish I could tell you that I'd been totally transformed in that moment, that I had a complete acceptance of my son's homosexuality. No, such was not the case. Tyler endured days, weeks, and months of my probing. Are you sure it's not a phase? What about your girlfriend? Is this because of your dad? Did I rely on you too much? On and on I tried to make some sense of it, tried to make it fit, but there was no place in my religious reality for it to go. Yet I kept remembering God's words. I love you. It's okay. I love you. He knew my son, all of him, and now so did I.